Attracting a high value man and a high value woman. You attract what you are most times, and you attract what you give off. If you like responsible men, you also need to appear responsible. No high value man or no high value woman will settle for someone that looks like he or she has low standards or low qualities or low values, someone that they can't be proud of, and someone that doesn't match them. In layman's definition, a high value man or a high value woman is someone that is principled, someone that is responsible, focused, knows what they want, and someone that wants something serious with a woman, someone that embodies a lot of qualities and characteristics that they would never settle for less. Those are the characteristics that I described earlier as the kind of men that I like. To attract those kind of men, you have to be a female version of them. You have to be able to appear more responsible, smell nice, dress good, look good, appear like a serious lady. The same goes for men. If you want to attract these qualities that I mentioned for a high valued woman, you have to be able to appear like a male version. And honestly, you don't have to break the bank to appear like a high valued man or woman. It's not really about how expensive you appear, but it has to do with your inner qualities. Sometimes they say beauty is inward, not just outward. So whatever qualities you have inside of you will reflect on the outside, excluding your dressing. Let's talk about being confident. Being confident starts with your inward self. You've developed yourself to the point mentally, psychologically, you've developed your mind as well to the point that you are aware of who you are. Being confident has a lot to do with working on your mind and your perception about humanity and yourself. When you walk into a room, your head is high, you're standing out as the alpha male or the alpha female. You may not even really be the richest, but the way you carry yourself, your charisma kind of attracts people to you. I've made a video on that, but one of the tips that is very important for social charisma and confidence is realizing that we are all humans. We have our own uniqueness, and we are supposed to be able to embody our own uniqueness without giving a damn about what other people would think about you or the way other people perceive you. Don't lay emphasis on, oh, how do they see me, but look at with confidence and be their critic. Do not let other people judge you, but be the judge of other people. You also have to understand that sometimes people masquerade themselves with a lot of ornaments, a lot of huge outfits. Sometimes people wear all of that, but somehow it doesn't really define who they are. Like, someone might appear very rich, but they're actually not rich. So why get intimidated by someone's appearance? You need to understand that all of that is just appearance. There is more to a human being. So you need to trust in your mental capacity. You need to look more at your ability to communicate, your ability to speak intelligently. You have to work on how you walk, how you carry yourself. You raise your head high. You walk into your room, you raise your head high. Like, I don't see anybody. But not to be cocky in your behavior and attitude towards people, but just be yourself, walking like nobody is there where somebody is there. Do you get me? And then paramount, because that's one of the things that attract people to you before they start seeing what your brain is made of, is your appearance. Now, you don't have to look very expensive, buy the most expensive dress, wear the most expensive perfumes, make the most expensive hair, and have the most expensive ornaments, but not look tattered. You have to be more intentional about your appearance, your dressing. For women, you can adorn yourself with ornaments that do not necessarily have to be very expensive, but you can, just go to the market and carefully select very fine ornaments. There are okay outfits that are very, very fine. So it's all about being intentional about these things. Even if you're not a makeup person, you can just throw on your lip balm, a little lipstick or your lip gloss, organize your eyebrows, lay your edges, look like a babe basically. Then you also need to work on your manners. Don't dress all beautiful, but someone might keep watching you from afar and point out that all these they're just chariots. She's just fixed on the physical appearance, but she's tacky in her behavior. A high value woman is gentle, classy in speech and behavior. You don't have to be rude to people, but you act more mature with more compassion. And I'm not saying that there are times that you may not be out of character, because it's not always every time that you're all about hunting out for men or women. Sometimes you might be out of character even in your dressing. For example, if you're at the beach, you throw your bikini. I mean, who knows, you might still even eventually meet a high value man in that fit. But I'm talking about like a regular day. So over to another tip for dating a high value man or a high value woman. Now you're in the dating phase or properly in the relationship. That is when you eventually begin to know each other a lot more. It now goes beyond, oh, he smells nice, she looks good, she's sexy, she's that and all of that. You now begin to look out for more. Example, your partner's intentions towards you. Remember, I'm specifically talking about serious relationships. So what would you want from someone that you would love to spend the rest of your life with? You start looking out for certain things. Now, one of the things that I solely disagree with and I want to speak against is billing your partner. Before you start typing, because I know your fast fingers are in action now, I'm not saying that your partner shouldn't support you financially, but how do you present it? How do you present yourself? That's the very important thing here. Do you present yourself as someone that, I'm all about the money? How do you present your financial needs to your partner? Do you even really have to? Because I believe that when you're with an intentional person, especially a guy, because guys are breadwinners, you get me? So it's less rare to see a woman foot more of the bills than guys. So when you're dating an intentional person, you may not even really need to ask for certain things, like he can get you gifts, send you money, buy you things. But now, when it becomes an issue is when you're not content with what the much he's doing for you. And not just that you're not content, but you relate in a kind of way that can put him off and make him to start watching out for you in a different way, like, oh, what exactly is our intention here? The first year of my relationship, I never asked my partner for any financial support, and that was very intentional. Not saying that if I needed the financial support I wouldn't have asked him, but I didn't have any at the time, and I was working and I was content with what I was earning. It was able to put food on my table, and I was content with all of that. But then when you're getting into a relationship and you're not serious minded and you have ulterior motives, for example, you just want to you're there for the good things of life, you're not thinking about the future, you want to just get what you want to get, and hopefully you're out. Or even if you remain there, your mind is more on the things that you can get from this guy. You start displaying it too early and they can put this guy off. So now my advice is, take things slowly. You need to be able to hold on to the much he's doing for you at the time. And of course, I support that every woman should have something going for them that can at least put food on the table. If there is something that you really need a financial support for, and it really has to make sense, and not, oh baby, send me $100,000, I want to go shopping. Whilst he's already doing that for you, you need to be less materialistic and less billy. So if there is any need for you to bill a guy, it has to make sense. With that, you keep your respect, your regard, the way he sees you in the relationship. Don't just get into a relationship and you're already billing the guy. Oh baby, send me lunch money, send me. Do you get me? Like, and I also really support the idea of guys spoiling their girls. You don't need to let her ask you for these things. You need that a babe needs to be spoiled. So do the much you can. Don't break your bank to impress anybody, but you need to be there for your babe. Now over to guys. When you're dating a high value woman, hold your urge. I'm of the opinion that when you're getting to know someone or you're in a proper relationship, do not for one day initiate sexual activities. I'm saying this because one of the things that girls hold on to when things go sour is, oh, he was just there for sex. And guys, they always say, oh, she was just there for my money. So now, if she's someone that is really attracted to you and she's open to the idea of having sex, at some point she might initiate it or initiate the conversation, and then you take it from there. When she's not initiating it, try and initiate a conversation. Not immediately you start dating or immediately you get into a relationship, but give it some more time. Try and initiate a conversation specifically to know her idea about sex before marriage. So with that, you know what to do and you keep your respect, and of course you sustain the mind and the notion she has about you, and misunderstanding management, managing your issues, being more compassionate to your partner, being more kind to your partner. Sometimes just play the fool, especially when your partner is hurting. I don't support narcissism or manipulation. Maybe in another video I am going to share on how to know when you've gotten to your breaking point and when you know that you solidly want to be out of the relationship. But for now, I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you share, give this video a like, and see you in my next video.